What's going on, guys? Sky or techlifetodayco back with my video. And in today's video we are doing a well, not really a review, but kind of like a Apple Watch, because quite frankly the Apple Watch is over a year old now. So we're doing a, I don't know, I've had it for like 2 months, so I'm kind of like doing a what's kind of new video, but I'm not really sure what kind of video I am. But I might just talk about what I think my experience is. So I'm really going to be comparing this to other watches. It's kind of the point of this video. So let me get into doing just that for you guys. But I've had this Apple Watch for quite a few months now, actually. Actually, I think I got it on April 4th or April 5th of this year. So it's about 3 months now. So a 3-month review is kind of necessary at this point. I gotta say, this watch is incredible. I mean, I obviously have a different band on here than the official one. I think it's kind of clear. Let me zoom out a little bit more for you guys so you guys can see it a little better. But I'm obviously having a different band in this guy. I think that is the most clear part of it. But, there we go. So the Apple Watch, in my experience, is one of my favorite watches, not because of how it looks, because quite frankly, the design, in my personal opinion, is not necessarily the best. It really isn't. I'm keeping it real with you guys. The design on the Apple Watch is not the best. It really isn't. It looks good. It looks good on the wrist. But it really isn't the best looking watch. If you compare it to something like the Moto 360 or even the Huawei watch, I mean, it's just nothing that compares to it. You can definitely tell if you're on the street that this is a one of those smartwatches. It's kind of very clear, especially since it's an Apple Watch. People will know who you are and what you're doing. So, making that very clear, this is not something that looks like a general watch. Otherwise, though, the design is pretty good. The functionality works very well. If I can show you guys the crown real quick. So here, there's two different buttons on here. There's this button right here, which is just a little button. It's like a pill-shaped button, kind of like lock screen, where you, on the general iOS devices. So if you hold the power button, it'll bring you options like power off or power reserve. If I can get into focus for you all. So there you go, those two options. And then on the side, there's a digital crown, so you can use this to activate Siri. So I can ask, what's the weather like in New York, for example, and it will tell me the weather in New York. Obviously, I'm talking a little much now, but if I can activate it like this, what's the weather in New York? And as you guys can clearly see, maybe not so clearly, but the point is, you guys can see this. There's a weather. It gives you guys an idea of what you can see with the weather, and you can click on it to give you guys more information. So the functionality is there. It definitely is functional. I use this 24/7. Now keep in mind, I use an Android device. I use my Note. I use my Note 5 every single day. This is my general device. It would help if I got it all to focus, but this is my device every day. I don't use anything else other than that. I did, however, activate because of this. This is how much I like my Apple Watch. I can tell you, I'm not even a die-hard Apple fan. But I can tell you right now, I reactivated my iPhone. So now I have two phones. I have my iPhone and this, my Note 5, because of the Apple Watch. And it's not even because I like the watch. It's because of how functional this watch is. It's one of the most functional watches I've ever used. I have to keep it real with you guys. I'm going to keep it honest. This is a very functional and very well working Apple Watch, or watch in general, smartwatch. I think this is one of the best smartwatches you can buy for your money. Now, keep in mind, I'm not an Apple hypocrite. I'm not an Apple fan, if you will. It's just I like products. I like technology, and I thought, hey, why not? It's expensive at over $300. I apologize for the noise back there, but at over $300, it is expensive. All right. It is expensive, but it's well worth it. It's well worth the price, and I think it works very well for what it does. So the Apple Watch in many ways is a good buy. I think it is one of the most functional watches. And I gotta say, I mean, I like how I can just take out in and out bands very easily. Let me zoom that in so I can show you guys a little better. Alright, Alright, so I just do this, and the band comes right off. And then do this one more time, band comes right off. That easy to take in and out of the band. Alright, and if I want to put on a new band, I can just do this and do that. Very easy, very secure. I have to say, I mean, my specific watch band, because I got the Sport, because I didn't even get it because I was cheap. It was because I liked the casing, actually, compared to the the general Apple Watch, because I didn't want this thing. I didn't really care about it scratching. I didn't want it to crack, and I'm glad I made that decision. That's why I didn't buy it, because it was cheaper. I bought it because I thought it would be better off for what I do. It's more of a sport type of thing, which I'm very sporty, so that's why I did it. But I gotta say, when it makes it so easy to switch up bands. It's kind of crazy, and I love that. I absolutely love that. So when I'm in a sporty mood, or when I'm playing basketball, I can take off the band and put on the sport one, and I'm good to go. I can go running or play basketball or whatever I want. And then when I want to go out and look a little more fancy, if let's say I'm going out to a restaurant and I'm wearing nice clothes, I can put this band on. Which I have to admit, this is, regardless of what to say, this is a decent looking band. This is not an ugly band whatsoever, in my personal opinion. So I want to keep that in mind as well. This is all my opinion. So 3 months later, should you buy this watch? I say if you have an Apple, or if you have any iPhone 5 or higher, which these days you can buy it for like $100. I don't see why not. And even if you don't have an iPhone, connect it for the first time, disconnect it, because I gotta say, you can do enough with this that you don't even really need a notification tracker on here. You can't do Siri or anything like that, obviously, because you wouldn't have it connected to your iPhone, but you would still have the basic functionality. You would be able to work out with it. You'd be able to do running or whatever. You'd be able to listen to music, which is actually really cool. So I'll show you guys that real quick. Alright, so you're going to want to open the Apple Watch home, if you will. And there is an app called, or that shows right here. I wish I can get it in focus. Sorry, my camera is not the best. I need an upgrade. But as you guys can see here, it opens up the music app. And then go over here to Apple Watch. So I don't even need a phone for it. And go down to playlists, and I can go down there. So as long as I have indeed as long as I have music backed up on here, I'm good. I'm good to go. So what I recommend checking this out for $300. If you can find a deal on it, I say why not? Go check it out. At least get the experience with it. Go to an Apple store. Go in an Apple store. Go to a Best Buy store or whatever, and test it out. See what you think about it. If you don't like it, then don't even bother buying it. But if you like the watch enough to spend money on it, I say why not go out and get it. There's nothing wrong with it. It looks great. I think for the most part it's a good buy. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And if you guys were wondering, yes, I will continue wearing this watch. I'm just going to say I'm too much of a fan to give up on it. This watch is fantastic. I enjoy it a lot. And it's very comfortable on the wrist. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Be sure to let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below, because it helps us out a ton. Let us know what you guys think about this editing on the video. It looks pretty awesome, I think. But I got new editing software, so it's going to be a little bit better. More videos will be coming out regularly. But other than that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Follow me on Twitter, @RealSkyV. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.